Hello, welcome in the level 3 assessments video with my client. My name is Matt, and my client Louis. We show the client where is the fire exit and also where is the first aid kit. The client fill the PARQ form with 3 questions, so we know the basics. First, we show the one cardiovascular approach. We're gonna choose the rower. For that time, we're gonna choose the continuous training. It's very common type of cardio. In the gyms, we can use treadmill, bike, anything to be honest, but for this purpose we're going to do rowing. So we're going to show client how to properly do cardiovascular continuous training of cardio. So for the rower, we're going to set the feet, proper safety straps. We're going to set the level to maybe 5 or 10. We're going to start slow. We're going to grab firmly the handles and we're going to slowly slide and glide. With the back straight, pushing with the legs and using the back at the same time. So we're going to start slow and we're going to slowly increase the tempo till we're going to hit, let's say, 70% of the backside rate, or RP7, and we're going to maintain that pace for up to even 40 minutes. Continuous cardio training, it can be done 10, 20, half an hour, up to 40 minutes, and then carry on. And after you finish, we're going to slowly slow down till fully stop. As you go, we're going to show you some technique adjustments.
Okay. Let's do jump on.
Yeah. Yeah. Make firmly grip, so we won't slip during exercise.
Okay. Setting
Yeah, it's setting properly. Just start steady out to be level 3, and then gradually we're gonna firmly grip, flat back. Sliding glide. So, like we said, continuous training is very common in the gym. We can do it as in a day off or after training. It's very effective for the burning fat when you're staying in the fat burning zone. Slow and steady. And after some time, until you maintain, go up to RP7, so yeah, 7% of max weight, slowly getting there, flat back, neutral spine, nice stable. This is also a good form of active recovery after sessions. Get the lactic acid of the muscle. This form of cardio also improves lung capacity as well as improving the blood volume. So that's very many benefits for that type of cardiovascular approach. Nice. Yeah, now we are RP7, you can feel it? Yeah, go to it.
Right, yeah.
And we can,
Quite steady.
stay with the pace now, stay on that pace for a while. For the purpose of the assessment, we're going to do only 5 minutes of this approach, but usually it's done 20 minutes intervals, 20, half an hour, up to 45 minutes. Grip. How are you feeling? Okay?
Yes, okay, yeah.
Nice. You're probably very good. Very good position. very good form of cardio because it's not a very low impact. It's good for the knees. So let's say for somebody with any problems, that's a good form of cardiovascular approach, better than treadmill. 2 minutes. Maintain tempo. We're going to stay max RP7 for that type of approach. It's one of the most easy approach for cardio you can do in a gym. It's very good for beginners as well. Nice. Not too easy, not too fast. That's good. Yeah. If any time of the exercise the client will need some slower tempo, you can also always decrease tempo if you feel you need to. But the key is to stay up to 30% of maximum heart rate. That's very efficient fat burning zone as well. When you're ready, when you take exercise, you slowly decrease tempo, slow it down. We don't want to jump in straight away off the treadmill or rower or bike. You will gradually decrease your body tempo till you fully slow down. Next one. Well, slow it down to RP5, RP3 till full stop. Right. So your body have time to adjust to the current tempo. That's good.
Yeah, good.
Thank you. How are you feeling? Okay?
Yeah, good. Really warm. Like,
It does, yeah.
nicely warmed up to do some exercise, man.
It's also a good type of cardio to do as a warm-up before exercise, to warm the joints and also increase the fluid inside the joints, inside the muscle.
Yeah.
Get the blood flowing to the muscle. Thank you. Good.
Okay. Tissues and all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tissue. I feel it in my hip flexors.
Next cardiovascular approach, we're going to show client far leg training. It's come from Sweden. It's mean speed play. It's very good form of cardiovascular training. It's very similar to high intensity training, but it's bit lighter version. So we're going to put the client who is on the bike. We're going to make sure that the seat is adjusted in good position, and make sure we're going to maintain a slight bend in the knees.
Yeah, in the bottom position. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not too much strain for the joints.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
It's pretty good for me.
We're going to firmly grip the handles. And with the far leg training, we slowly started, and we're going to increase tempo while we go in to the main part of this approach.
Can I hold this way or this way? Whatever.
You can do whatever
Yeah.
you should do. You can do both or change, but it should be stable. You should really maintain good spine position, flat back. And with far leg, we're going to do like a few minutes of slow tempo to get it on the body working. And then the main component of hard leg training is like a faster bouts and slower bouts, like active recovery and slower tempo. The ratio can be 2-to-1, 1-to-1, depends. It's very, you can do many options. Yeah.
So once I've warmed up, what am I going to do?
Once you're warmed up, let's say 2 minutes, we go like the body's fully warmed up.
And then what are we going to do after that?
And after that, we're going to put a faster tempo. We can do like ratio 2-to-1, so we're going to Go up to RP8 for, let's say, 30 seconds. Quite a fast pace. And after that, we're going to decrease tempo, do the slower bouts for, let's say, 15 or let's say 1 minute. That's very good for active recovery for the joints. Great for fat burning properties. Also target very many energy systems as well. It targets many HR zones, so it's very, very efficient approach. Much better long term than cardio, than continuous training. It's more advanced, but it's long term. The clients, you were going to gain more of that. So slowly, go faster bouts. That's it. That's enough. The main key, we don't go as fast as, let's say, high intensity. With that approach, I would say. But it can be varied from client to client, whatever approach you want to go. Yeah, maintain tempo. Good position. So that's similar to like going uphill. And then you can slowly decrease tempo, slower bouts. Can't get your body to recover from the fartlek training is very good doing the bike with it. One of the most popular form of machine for fartlek training. Because actually Swedish start fartlek training doing the bikes. That's where it's originated. Also it's very joint friendly than, let's say, running or nice one. Like we said, we can do many ratio, 1:1, 2:1, 1:2, but for that assessment, do 2:1 ratio. When you're running, you can slowly RP8 maybe. Hard to move forward. You don't target different energy system than slower bouts. Because we have 3 different energy systems in the body, so this targets two of it. That's one. Definitely hard increase. Heart rate. Yeah. You can slowly increase the tempo. How many sets, how many bouts, it depends on whatever you feel suitable for you. For beginner, you can choose maybe 5 sets. When for advanced, you can do a lot more than that. Depending on your level.
Yeah, it's quite tiring.
A bit more advanced than continuous training, but so maybe let's say for beginners, that is one intermediate. But you have a lot of benefits over standard cardio. You can see people doing the gym. When you try this way to finish, you can decrease tempo, just like other power training of cardio. You can slowly going down, decrease RPE from 6, 7, 4, 3 till full stop. We don't want to jump in off the bike straight away.
Wait, decreasing that or another?
Yeah, you can slowly decrease. Yeah, that's fine.
6 minutes in.
Usually we do this power training longer, but for the purpose of the video assessments, we're gonna just cover the basics.
Yeah, it's good. I can definitely feel myself
having to recover between the high when I go slower. And obviously, I presume the fitter we get, the easier we recover. Yeah.
You notice it's different than normal kind of approach.
Yeah, you're working harder.
Yeah, it's different from normal, but it does pay off. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Hello, first approach, resistance approach, we're going to show the client is pre-exhaust training. It's very efficient type of training for the hypertrophy, for muscle activation before compound movement. So basically it's doing isolation movement before compound. So when you go to compound movement, your prime movers more activated and you can build more hypertrophy. For that case, we're going to do chest flies before dumbbell bench. So you're working pecs here, and when it comes to the dumbbell bench or flat bench with a barbell or dumbbells, you start going to use more pecs, prime movements. That's our goal. So we're going to show the client first how to perform the exercise. First up, make sure we choose the right weight. Let's say first set, we're going to choose the quite light to feel the body. The different positions, let's say we do mid-lower, it's going more upper chest. When the pins are setting a bit higher, it's more doing lower part of the chest. In the middle side, more middle side of the chest. So grab firmly the handles. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Go firmly, bit of go forward when you can feel the nice stretch. And then slowly press. Imagine like you want to hug a tree, so you feel more pecs, and slowly going down and quicker. Nice control. Neutral spine. Breathing. Good breathing. Exhale when you press. Inhale. We're going to correct you as you go.
How many reps are they roughly?
For this, do more reps. Let's say 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. For isolation work, we usually do more reps, more volume. So we can.
Are we going to go straight to that after this?
Yes, after the of course. And so after that, we're going to come to dumbbell. A second.
I've got 2 lights.
Yep. So straight after flies, we're going to jump in the dumbbell bench. So we walk more prime movements of the chest. So flat position, grab firmly the dumbbells. Maintain good spine. Lay down. Slight arch. And slowly going down with a control. And you press. We don't want to go too quick, we're going to control the weight through the whole movement.
So you're keeping your elbows in, yeah?
Yeah, about 45 degrees.
About 45 degrees, yeah.
So the joint should be stacked. So the elbow joint, wrist and shoulder should be stacked in the same position. And you can really feel the chest straight after pec flies. That's the main goal. More muscle activation. So we're gonna see how as you go. Yeah, it's good weight for you. Nice one, good position. Slow it with a good feel stretch. You can maintain a slight elbow bend. And nice control. Eccentric. Yeah. Imagine you want to squeeze the tree. Feel more pecs. Nice one. Everything is stacked. Stable position. So pre-exhaust training is very efficient method for hypertrophy, and long term is good, effective than good addition to training, different variation, very common for the bodybuilding community. We can do similar, for example, leg extension squats, or let's say doing the 50. Yeah, that's the way. Okay, fine. Good form. And then we're going to jump in straight away to the dumbbell bench. Grab firmly. Good position, staying on the bench, and slowly going down. Joint stacked, elbow joint, wrist, good 45 degree angle, and slowly control the weight. We can do, let's say, 10 to 12 reps. In the later sets, we can go to failure, but we start gradually increasing weight from RP to RP8. And then last time we can go to RP 9.5. For my clients, I don't teach to go to maximum failure. Only go to that, let's say, technique failure. So stop when your technique goes down.
Do we go as far down as we can, or do we just go down to arms like parallel to floor?
Just enough to dumbbells touch the chest.
Yeah.
But it's very dependent on the body. Everybody has different longer limbs, shorter limbs, so you have to see every client different form.
Just try and feel my chest.
Yes.
Everything, yeah.
Yes, we can rest now, let's say 6 seconds rest. We can do one more set.
Yeah.
How was it feeling? Good?
Yeah, I could definitely feel it in my chest.
More after
I
now.
had trained chest a couple of days ago, so I can feel it a little bit. But yeah, you can really feel it stretching your back. I often find lighter weights, you can feel the muscle moving more than heavier weights sometimes, when other muscles take over.
Yeah, also good form. Yeah, nice one. So like we said, there's a different variation for like leg extension squats and hamstring curls, deadlifts. It's different. So it's very effective then.
So it's a bit like a superset, but on the same exercise.
Yeah. It's always isolation to compound.
Isolation to compound.
So your body is really can focus on prime movements.
Yeah. What if it's compound? What if it's compound to isolation? Is that called something else?
That's post exhaust.
Patience. That's it. Yeah.
That's pre exhaust. Oh.
Yeah.
When you feel ready.
Yeah. Second set.
If you feel strong, you can always push weight. But as up to you.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Okay.
Pulling me back and then feel that.
It's all about feeling the muscle. That's the main goal. Feel the fibers contracting. So inhale when you go down, and exhale when you squeeze. And also squeeze on the top. The main goal is not intensity, not like a bigger waist, just feeling the muscle, good muscle connection. Nice. Good form. Good arm bend. Control movement. Nice one. Stacked. So, am I feeling good?
Yeah, feel that in the chest definitely.
And also with the dumbbell benching, same as barbell benching, make sure you pull the scapula down, so you do retraction and depression, so your shoulder feels safer. Good steady position for the shoulders. It's much healthy, long term.
Feel the chest after them flies.
Yeah, that's the main goal.
Definitely with lightweight.
You feel more chest than, let's say, you go straight to the dumbbells. Then exhale when you're pressing, inhale when you go down. Control eccentric. Nice one. Thank you. That was good.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Good. Okay, another resistant approach for clients. We don't do pyramid training. It's like progressively up and down with the weights. We can do from big weights to smaller weights, or smaller weights to bigger weights. Let's say we're gonna do like more reps with the smaller weights, and then when the intensity and weight go up, go down, up, the more we go more reps, and we can do the opposite. But for this purpose, we're gonna do pyramid training of upping the reps. So
Yeah, if you went heavy straight away,
yeah, that's
quite difficult, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So start with high intensity and gradually increase volume with decreasing the weight. So I'm going to show the client, for that purpose we're going to do rows, back rows. I'll show the client how to perform exercise. So first I'm going to do, we're going to start the warm-up sets with light reps to get the form ready, and then put the blood flow. So we grab firmly, it's different kind of grips. You're gonna go wide. If you go wider, it's more like upper back. When you go a bit narrower, it's more lower back. But the main technique points is flat back and slowly in the hinge with the hips. When you feel good stretch, and then pull your bar to your abs. Control. That's it. Control. You can maintain a slight arch on the back. Neutral spine position. Looking forward. Good breathing. Firm grip. You can do under or overhand, depend. They're both good options. You can always switch. Nice, and bend with elbows. Really, you can do like, you should do proper full of range of motion. So good stretch, squeeze. You can do also small pulse. So control, full motion, no half reps, like you see most people in the gym. So that's it. You can, let's say, do warm-up sets. First set warm-up,
Yeah.
and then after we do carry on to the main part of approach. So you see your phone, it's a good free position, feet stable, slight arch, feel a good stretch. You can play with different range of motion. Let's say you go a bit higher, it's more rear delts. You go a bit lower, it's more like a lower back, rhomboids. But the key is to maintain full range of motion to like increase the scapular movement. It's much more healthy than doing half reps. That's a good form.
So am I trying to keep my scapula retracted, or am I letting it
you
loose?
should do full retraction or full depression. So, and so you can always do sliding pulse on the top, squeeze the scapula, squeeze this middle back, the rhomboids. Nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got a few there, yeah.
good form. So for that purpose, we can do how further going for big weights to small weights, or
Probably work up pyramid, yeah. So high reps and then to less reps.
yeah, that's the
Heavy
point.
weight.
So we can do like a start with the 15s,
Yeah.
and let's say you do 50 reps, then immediately we're going to put the weights back, we're going to do 20s for 10 reps, finish, and then the last set we're going to do 25s or 30s for 6 reps, 8 reps. So it's pyramid, reverse pyramid. So if client's ready,
Yeah, first step, choose this one next.
that's good method for increasing the workout for the work for work density, for the volume. It's good form. Yeah, 50 reps. You can do slight pulse on the top and full depression, full contraction in the end. Nice one. Good position, stable. Yeah, breathing, good breathing. Okay, so 15, nice one. And then immediately we're going to
No rest?
you can need to rest, let's say 10 to 20 seconds, it's up to you, it's very individual. It's very good way of increasing the workout volume, density, and also intensity as well. So it's more advanced type of training. So when I try we can do like 20 kilos for 12 reps. So that's less volume, more intensity. Full range of motion. Yeah. Pyramid training attack different muscle fibers, so it's very effective for hypertrophy and building muscle. So you're attacking a slow twitch or fast twitch muscles, different fibers in the muscle. That's good.
Depending on how explosive you pull it, or
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you just pull more fat explosive, you activate more fast muscle fibers.
I can feel that in my back.
Yeah.
Really feel
And
it.
the last set we're going to do big, more intensity. And we usually do 3 sets, three different pyramids. We don't want to go too many sets. So,
Yeah.
okay, are you ready? 25. Yeah.
How many reps?
8 reps. 6 to 8 reps. Let's say go to RP9, but for the purpose of the video. Nice control. You can always slow the tempo. So be more. Tempo is another form of increasing, good for increasing the progression. Not only more weight or more reps, more sets. Tempo is very effective as well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
feel that, yeah.
Nice one. Okay, another approach, resistance approach, we're going to do supersets. That's a very good approach for the hypertrophy, for building muscle, for increasing, for saving time, increasing the volume of training. So for this approach, we choose triceps rope push downs and rope hammer curls. Usually we do this kind of training superset with agonist, antagonist, so opposite muscle groups. So this case, triceps, biceps, we can do quads, hamstring, many different variations. So first we show client how to perform exercise. We make sure it's a good height. So this should go a bit higher. If you do stretch, and it's going to go a bit slower. It shows a good weight for the first set. So you're going to squeeze your bar firmly, elbows close to the body. So you contract your triceps and slowly pushing, good position, stable, neutral spine, looking straight, and then slowly pressing, and then all full of range of motion. So in the end, squeeze the triceps, fully flex, elbows close to the body, control. So we can do, let's say, 10 to 12 reps of tricep push downs. So slow negative, explosive press. You can do also slide pulse. That's it. And we're going to jump in straight away to the hammer curls, to the opposite muscle. Stable. Same. Elbows close to the body. Full stretch in the end. And curl. Firm grip. And we usually do the same amount of reps than opposite muscle group.
Okay.
Full flexion, full motion. When you're ready,
Yep, ready.
firm grip, good position still. Yeah. Full flexion, full extension of the triceps muscle. Elbow should stay in the same position, shouldn't move that much. Yeah. Supersets are great for increasing the blood volume inside the muscle, good for the pump. Full contraction. It's very effective for saving time during exercise. And we'll jumping straight away to the hammer curls. Same grip. Yeah, full stretch. We can do slide pulse on the top.
So always work to forward.
Yeah,
extension,
for
yes.
motion. Yeah, that's it.
Don't stop here and go back up.
Yeah.
All the way down.
That's a very effective approach for the hypertrophy as well, like previous exercises.
Can we pull these apart at the top?
Yes, we can try different variations, different attachments. We can switch during different trainings, different next session, different handle.
So try and feel the bicep.
Yeah,
movement, yeah?
so make sure you won't adapt too quick. Nice. Good breathing. Yeah. We can do one more.
Yep.
For rest, we're going to do, let's say usually we do like 3 to 4 sets. We can do 10 to 15 reps, different options. resting 30 seconds to 60 seconds, depending on the individual.
So I presume you want to build balance between muscle size and both arms so they work well when we're doing everyday movements.
Usually when agonists contract, the other part of the side is going to relax. So you can do the arms, you can do legs, it's different options.
So one's for flexion, one's for extension.
Yes. Next step, we can also increase the weight when the body is ready. So let's say maybe 1 or 2 pins. Gradually increase RP during sets or stay the same. Depends. Okay, when you're ready to go, firm grip. Elbows stay close to the body. Nice. Yeah, that's good for blood pumping down your muscle. Feel a good stretch. Activate these muscle fibers.
Very thick bar.
Yeah. Also, thicker bar is very good for grip. And also, the study shows that thicker grip activate more triceps than normal standard bar. Yeah, when you're ready, jumping straight away to other sets. Nice. Control over it. Feel it. Usually, supersets are done by the end of the training, in the last bit.
Is that so it doesn't tire you out?
Yeah, it's quite
Advanced
and taxing on the body.
Yeah, I can definitely see
So
it.
usually you do supersets after main compound movement as a finisher. Nice.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that, mate.
Yeah, good pump.
Feel it both
Good
sides.
block,
Lots of blood flow.
Nice.
Is this, yeah, okay.
Okay, another resistant approach we're going to show the clients is triceps. Is another approach, is good for increasing volume, intensity of the training, decrease time. So triceps basically is 3 exercises for the same muscle group, done each after another. So we can do, let's say, for that purpose, we're going to do shoulder combo, 3 sets. So we're going to do 1 set of 12 front raises, straight go into side raises, and we're finishing combo with the rear raises for rear dance. And it's good for the pump, for hypertrophy, very good, effective routine. So I'm going to show the client. So it's more like volume-ish approach with lower intensity, higher volume. So grab firmly with the front raises. So we're going to start neutral, squeeze your butt, heels flat, and you slowly raise dumbbells to the eye level. And control, you never want to go, you have to control the weight. So your muscle working with a full motion.
Why don't we go above eye level?
Because it's too much strain on the shoulder, so and you won't get more benefit for shoulder activation past eye level anyway. That's perfect. And you can stop shy of the end, so we can stop here. So the muscle, shoulder is working all the time without stopping. Good breathing. And then after the first combo, we're gonna do side raises. So you're gonna go chest high and then externally rotate shoulder. Same, we can to the top of the head level or eye level and control. You can feel about your elbows going aside. So elbows going first.
You don't need a lot of weight for these.
Yes, it's all about pump.
You see a lot of people in the gym with very heavy weights, but
like body movement, and it's all about feeling the muscle. So after 12 reps, you're gonna do last 3 sets, more real delts. You can do many variations like that or other way around, but I like doing that way. So you're gonna feel it hanging, nice hang, full stretch, and then use real delts to going out. Nice control. flat back. And you should feel very good probably the end of the set. It's working every head of the shoulder. So we can, you ready?
Yep, okay.
So front raises first reset. Nice control. Feel that front delt. You got a bit too high, so you can show it. That's it. No more than that. Slow negative. This approach also saving time in the gym, and usually is done by the end of the training in most cases. It's really pumping the blood inside the muscle. And
Yeah, weirdly you can feel it more on the way down than on the way up.
Because actually you're breaking the muscle more in negative phase.
Right, okay.
And usually you are stronger in negative phase than positive phase.
So that's that way. So
now we go side raises.
Okay.
Nice slight elbow bend. Control. Stop. Yeah. Elbows going first, imagine. Imagine you want to spread the lats. Nice. It's all about muscle connection. We don't need big weights for that. We want to target that small muscle groups. Really hit that muscle fibers deeply.
Yeah, I can feel the burn.
Reset also is very effective for increasing the workout density as well. So last reset is real delts. So you can control it, stop, short. You can also do a slight pause on the top, but it's up to you.
It's quite hard to pause.
You want to go to the RP 9 or even the failure on the last set. Yeah, and usually you want to leave the hardest part of the set in the end.
Yeah, this feels like the hardest.
When the body is full taxed. Because your body is not in a very advantageous position. That's why it's hard. You don't need big weights for that.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
feel that.
Right?
All the way.
Yeah. Usually we do 3 to 4 sets or 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, higher reps. We're going to resting 60 seconds to 90 seconds between sets. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, for next part, we're going to show the client one of the core exercises. One of the best core exercises you can do for the core and abs is going to be ab roller. So I'm going to show the client how to perform exercise. First off, we're going to make sure it's something soft for the knees, because that can be a bit harsh for the knees, for the pressure. So like a yoga mat or something like that. Grab firmly the dumbbell, the ab roller. Make sure you squeeze your butt so your lower back doesn't extend too much. Neutral spine, and then slowly pull yourself down when you feel a good stretch on lats. And a good option is to round the lower upper back a little bit so your core engage more. Because most people when you do ab roller they extend the back, and that's not very effective and it can cause some pain long term. So grab firmly, slow, big round upper back, and control, go down. You should do like, let's say 3 to 4 sets till RP 9, or let's say the last set you can go to failure, but you want to control the movement whole time. You can do also this more advanced version with on the feet that you need, but that's not very common. So when you're ready,
How many reps roughly?
till RP 9, I would say RP 9. So everybody different. You can do 12 or 5 or 3. So you do as many reps as you feel good. Nice. Back is flat, back is rounded, back is squeezed. Nice control. The ab roller really works much more inside, outside. It's very effective form than, let's say, planks. Nice one. also, actually, the good bonus is working with the lats, the stretching the lats in the end of
feel my
range of
lats
motion.
stretching.
Nice one. Control. You should squeeze the core before you put the sun down, so you activate your muscle. So imagine someone wants to punch you, squeeze, then you go down.
Yeah, I definitely feel on the way in, really pulling with my core, yeah. Good activation.
It's also slightly stretching the hips as well, so it's another benefit.
So sometimes training things with movement is better than static.
Yes,
Time, yeah.
yes. We do one more set and break. Let's say we can do like 60 minutes break between sets. 3 to 4 sets. The reps are very varied, depending on the individual.
So would you say this is quite advanced for most people? Obviously I train, so...
Yeah, I would say for the beginners, I wouldn't do for the beginner. Let's say you're more intermediate training.
Yeah.
But everybody different, you can see. Let's say I think planks are more friendly for beginners.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get good at the planks, that's the next stage.
But everyone seems to think sit-ups, but sometimes
Yeah,
lay on your back
yeah, they're not really,
isn't the most effective way of training.
because of flexing, so yeah.
Okay.
When you're ready, full control. You can try also breathing out, exhaling when you go down, and inhaling when you go down, up. The key is to maintain a stable core. Nice before. Usually I tell my clients to go to RP9. And some days you can go to failure in the last set. Because when you go to failure in the first set, the next set there's more chance to get failure closer, earlier than before. Usually I tell my clients to do up core exercise after leg sessions, after lower body. And I try to avoid doing any core exercise the day before doing squats or deadlift, because it does make it so and does impact your recovery. Next one. I feel if you want to go much better than normal curls or nice one. Okay, that's finished the session fee assessment. The client go through all the cardiovascular approaches and resistance approaches to score. Do you have any questions regarding training? Do you have any questions for next sessions? Want to improve some stuff?
I suppose you program in specific if I want to get stronger, if I want to get fitter. I probably want to know a bit more about understanding everything in regards to that. But I've took a lot away from that session, understand now how to warm up properly, how to do cardiovascular training with the far leg to get fitter. And obviously we've been through a few exercises, doing 2 exercises in a row, which I definitely felt the burn of the exercises and everything. So I feel like I've learned a lot, but obviously there's a lot to learn, isn't there, with weightlifting. So.
Once we get more into training, progressing with more weights, more reps, more volume, we can try different approaches. It's all about progression to movements. So the body won't stay in the same position. So, thank you very much.